Assalamu alaikum, welcome to HLC. So if you are new viewers on my channel, first of all you can subscribe my channel and don't forget to click on the bell icon to get notification about my video. In this video tutorial we will learn about respiratory system. First of all we will look at the definition of respiratory system and then we will know about functions of respiratory system. And at the end we will know the path of oxygen gas, or in simple way we can say the parts of respiratory system. These are the objectives of this video. First of all we will look at the definition of respiratory system. Respiratory system is the breathing process in which carbon dioxide is removed from our body by exhalation and oxygen gas is entered into our body in inhalation. This respiratory system is made up of organ and tissues. Both they work together and perform breathing process. Whatever we do, wherever we go, it always work. Even we are sleeping, we are walking, we are eating food. So what type of activity we do, it always works. Now just look at the function of respiratory system. There are four major functions of respiratory system. Number one is it protects the airway from the harmful substances which is enter into our body by inhalation. Just suppose right now if I am breathing, so in my surrounding there are number of microorganisms are present. These microorganisms are enter into my body by air. So it protect the airway where the air is travel. So it protect the airway from the harmful substance or from the microorganisms which enter into our body. This is number one function of respiratory system. Number two function of respiratory system is with the help of respiratory system we can talk, we can smell. Number three function of respiratory system is oxygen gas is transferred to each cell of the body. That is why each cell is alive. First, carbon dioxide is removed from the cell of the body as a waste product, and then oxygen gas is added or oxygen gas is transferred to each cell of the body. This is number three and very important function of respiratory system. Now we have to talk about the fourth and last function of respiratory system. The last function of respiratory system is it maintains the balance of the temperature between your body and your surrounding. Sometime in winter or in summer season it happens that the air is very cold or the air is very hot. So the air we take, it regulate the air when it enter into your body, because your body temperature is something different and the outer temperature is something different. So it balance between these two airs, these two temperatures. So the warm air we take or the cold air we take, it makes the balance between them. So this is the fourth function of respiratory system. Now let's talk about parts of respiratory system, or how does respiratory system work. This is the diagram of respiratory system which I have drawn on my whiteboard. So let's start the parts of respiratory system. Number one part is nose. The opening of nose, there are two openings of our nose. So these are called nostrils. Then nasal cavity. This section is called nasal cavity. Below to the nose there is a mouth or buccal cavity. At the back side of our tongue there is a flap like structure which also participate in respiratory system. That flap like structure is called epiglottis. Epiglottis is the flap like structure. It is an opening. It helps us When we swallow the food into the esophagus, at that time it close, so the food will not enter into the windpipe, because windpipe and food pipe both are in this position. So it is a opening. When we swallow the food, this opening is closed. Got it? So this, the function of epiglottis is very important in respiratory system and as well as in digestive system. Next section is pharynx or throat. Below to the throat there is the larynx. This section is called larynx. This larynx section help us to produce the sound. When we talk, this section is vibrate. So you can check your larynx by touching on the neck. So this is the main function of larynx, to produce sounds. It helps you to speak. The next section of respiratory system is trachea or windpipe. And this trachea is open into each side of the lung, left side of the lung and the right side of the lungs. Trachea is also called windpipe or bronchial tube. These are the name of trachea, windpipe, bronchiole. And this trachea is open into the lungs, where it divided into bronchioles. Here the trachea is wider, but as it enter into the lungs, it gets, the size of the bronchial tube get very small, the area. So these bronchioles lead to alveoli. Alveoli is the plural word. The singular word of alveoli is alveolus. You can check at the terminal of bronchiole. There is a sac-like structure. This is called alveoli. In each side of the lungs, you can see alveoli at the terminal of bronchioles. One important thing I want to tell you here, that our lungs has 3 lobes. The upper lobe is called superior lobe, the central one lobe is called middle lobe, and the lower lobe is present at the lower end of the lungs. So these 3 are the lobes of our lungs. Our respiratory system is divided into 2 tracts, upper tract and the lower tract. Upper tract is start from the nose, mouth, epiglottis, pharynx or throat till larynx. The lower respiratory tract is start from the trachea till lungs. Just look at here. Here I have drawn the structure of alveoli. The alveoli which are present here, you can see there is a round structure I have drawn inside the lung. So this round structure I have made here. Look at here. This is air sac or alveoli. On the upper side of the alveoli, there is blood capillaries. The function of alveoli is to exchanges of 2 gases, removal of carbon dioxide from our blood stream and absorption. In the same topic, I would like to tell you that how does coronavirus affect on the lungs. In the same video, we have learned about structure of lungs and structure of air sac or alveoli. Let's come to another question, that how does coronavirus affects on the lungs. Just look at here the diagram of respiratory system. First I'll go through the structure of respiratory system and then I'll come to the structure of COVID-19. Got it? So this is trachea or windpipe. This trachea is also called bronchial tube, and this bronchial tube is open into left and right lungs. When it enter into left and right lung, it divide into bronchioles, number of bronchioles. At the terminal of the bronchiole, you can see there are special type of air sac. Look at here, these are the air sac. On the right side you can see here, these are the air sac. Here I have drawn the structure of air sac. The main function of air sac is to exchanges of two gases, carbon dioxide and oxygen gas. Oxygen gas is supplied to the blood and carbon dioxide is removed from the bloodstream. This is the main function of air sac. Now look at the structure of COVID-19. The spike you can see, this spike is made up of protein. And the outer boundary you can see here, the round one, this is made up of lipid. This is called lipid membrane. As we inhale air into our mouth or nose, this virus is embedded inside your body. When it invaded, then in the next hand it replicates. Replicates means one virus is converted into two viruses converted into four viruses converted into 8, then 16, then 32. So in this way coronavirus replicates inside the cell of your body. Got it? So when this coronavirus is enter into the lung, it attack on the air sac. As I have told you, the function of air sac is to exchanges of two gases, carbon dioxide and oxygen gas. So when this virus will enter into the air sac or alveoli, it start replicate here. So the cells of alveoli will completely destroy. So in the next step, what will happen when the virus will enter into the lungs, it start replicate. When replication will start inside the lungs, so the cells of the lungs will not be work properly. Means carbon dioxide will not remove from the blood and oxygen gas will not supply to each cell of your body. So your cell body will damage, your cell body will be die just because of this virus. The infected cells comes out from your body by sneezing or coughing. So that is why we are being told that we have to wear mask, we have to maintain the distance to each other, because the infected cells comes out during talking, sneezing, spiting or coughing. So that is why we should wear mask to protect from this virus. So I hope you like my video. If you really like my video, please thumbs up and please share with your family and friends. Thank you so much for watching.